What if I told you that maxing out your 401k, saving 30% of your income, and sacrificing your entire 20s and 30s for retirement could actually be ruining your life? Yes, you heard that right. The financial advice that everyone swears by might be the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Now let me be clear. Saving for retirement is smart. Saving so much that you sacrifice your best years? That's not. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why, backed by research and real numbers. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand the hidden math that changes everything. But before we dive in, if you want more content that challenges conventional wisdom and helps you make smarter decisions with your money, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, this information could literally save you decades of unnecessary sacrifice. Now, let's get into it. Let's start with what everyone tells you. Financial experts, your parents, every finance blog on the internet. They all say the same thing. Save early, save often, and save as much as you can. They'll show you those beautiful compound interest graphs. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25, you'll have $1.2 million by 65. And mathematically, they're not wrong. The math checks out perfectly. They'll tell you about the power of starting early. How every dollar you invest in your 20s is worth $10 in your 60s. How you should max out that 401k, contribute to a Roth IRA, and live below your means for the next 40 years. So you do it. You scrimp, you save, you skip vacations, you drive the old car, you say no to experiences because you're being financially responsible, and everyone applauds you for being so disciplined. But here's the question nobody asks. What's the actual cost of all this saving? Let me introduce you to what I call the youth tax, the real price you pay for oversaving. Cost number 1, your physical peak. At 25, you can backpack through Patagonia with a 40-pound pack, hike Machu Picchu, learn to surf, stay up all night in Tokyo. By 65, even if you're healthy, you're dealing with joint pain, lower energy, and real physical limitations. That $1 million in your account can't buy back your 25-year-old body. Cost number 2, life stage windows. There are experiences that only make sense when you were young. Meeting your life partner, having kids and the energy to raise them, building deep friendships before everyone else buried in responsibilities. These windows close, and no amount of money reopens them. Cost number 3, the time math nobody mentions. Work from 25 to 65, that has 40 years. Retire at 65 and live to 85, that has 20 years. You were spending twice as long preparing for retirement as you'll spend in it. And those retirement years, they're your declining years. Meanwhile, your peak years, you spent them in sacrifice mode. Research shows that beyond about $75,000 a year, more money has dramatically diminishing returns on happiness. But experiences, relationships, personal growth, those create lasting fulfillment, and you are sacrificing them for marginal future dollars. Now, let's talk about some realities that the retirement industry doesn't emphasize. Reality number 1, not everyone gets their retirement. A significant number of people never get to enjoy the retirement they planned for, due to health issues, unexpected circumstances, or life itself. All that sacrifice for a future that doesn't arrive. Reality number 2, retirees spend less than predicted. The average retiree actually decreases their spending over time. By age 75, most people are spending 40% less than they did at 65. Why? Less energy, less interest, more health limitations. The expensive travel and activities, most happen in the first few years, if at all. Reality number 3, people die with most of their money. Research from the Employee Benefit Research Institute found that retirees are dying with an average of 80% of their pre-retirement assets still intact. They oversaved. They sacrificed for decades. and most of that money was never used for the joy it was meant to create. Reality number 4. Life rarely goes according to plan. Financial models assume steady employment, consistent returns, and predictable health, but life throws curveballs, job losses, market crashes, health issues, caring for parents. Life happens, and rigid oversaving can leave you financially secure, but life poor. So, what's the solution? I'm not saying don't save for retirement. I'm saying there's a smarter, more balanced way that honors both your future and your present. Strategy number 1. The realistic split. Instead of saving 30-40% of your income, consider this: 50% on needs, 30% on experiences and living now, and 20% toward future goals, including retirement. This gives you permission to build a life while securing your future. Strategy number 2, optimize, don't maximize. Get your full employer 401k match. That's free money, never leave it on the table. But do you need to max out contributions at $23,000 per year in your 20s? Maybe not. Maybe 10-15% is enough while you're building your actual life. Strategy number 3, season your savings. Save moderately in your 20s and 30s while investing in experiences. Then increase savings in your 40s and 50s when you're earning more, expenses often decrease, and you've had those formative experiences. It's a marathon with different paces. Strategy number 4, invest in yourself first. A certification that doubles your income, that's infinite ROI. A healthy lifestyle that prevents chronic disease, that saves hundreds of thousands in future costs. Strong relationships, they provide support money can't buy. These investments pay dividends in both the present and future. Strategy number 5, build income, not just savings. Instead of only stashing money away, invest in skills and income streams. Education, side projects, real estate, skills that increase your earning power. This creates wealth that compounds across your entire life, not just at the end. Strategy number 6, front load key experiences. Take that career break at 30 to travel, not at 65. Have adventures when your body can handle them. Invest in relationships when there's time to build them. These experiences don't just create memories, they shape who you become. Here's what it comes down to. Money is a tool to support life, not a reason to postpone it. Let's get real for a moment. I've met people who did everything right financially and still felt they missed their life. All the boxes checked, all the numbers hit, but something essential was lost along the way. So here's the question that actually matters. What kind of life do you want to have lived? Do you want to be the 65-year-old with $2 million in the bank but a scrapbook of things you didn't do? Or the 65-year-old with $800,000, a lifetime of incredible experiences, deep relationships, and zero regrets? The Harvard study of adult development, the longest study on happiness ever conducted, found that life satisfaction comes from relationships and experiences, not wealth accumulation. After 80 years of research, that was their conclusion. Neuroscience backs this up. Experiential purchases create longer-lasting happiness than material ones because they become part of your identity. That month in Southeast Asia at 28, it doesn't depreciate like a car. It appreciates as a formative memory that shaped who you are. Financial experts warn about the risk of running out of money. Fair enough. But what about the risk of running out of time? What about running out of health, energy, or opportunity? These risks are real too, and they're often more devastating. The goal isn't to abandon retirement savings. The goal is to find your sweet spot. The point where you're securing your future without sacrificing the irreplaceable years you have right now. So here's your action plan. What to do right now, today. Step 1. Calculate your true savings rate. Add up everything. 401k, IRA, extra mortgage payments, emergency fund contributions. Are you saving more than 25% of your income? If so, ask yourself honestly, am I delaying life unnecessarily? Step 2. Run realistic retirement numbers. Don't assume you'll need the same income at 70 that you need at 35. Factor in Social Security. Be honest about actual spending patterns. You might need less than you think. Step 3. Create your now list. What experiences are time-sensitive? What requires youth, health, or specific life stages? Put these alongside your retirement plan. Both matter. Step 4. Rebalance with permission. Maybe drop from 30% savings to 18%. Use that difference for experiences, education, relationships. Give yourself actual permission. You're not being irresponsible. You're being intentional. Step 5. Schedule 1. Significant experience this year, not someday. This year. Something you've been putting off until you can afford it. Because affordability isn't just financial, it's also about timing, health, and life stage. Step 6. Have the conversation. Talk to your financial advisor about life balance, not just balance sheets. If they can't discuss the value of experiences alongside compound interest, you might need a different advisor. Look, retirement planning is important. I'm not denying that for a second. But it's not the only thing that's important. You're not a retirement account with a person attached. You're a human being trying to live a meaningful life. The biggest mistake isn't saving too little or saving too much. The biggest mistake is not being intentional about the life you're actually living while you save. Save enough to feel secure, but not so much that you sacrifice the irreplaceable years you have right now. Find your balance. Your version of enough. If this video shifted your perspective, hit that like button. If you want more content that challenges conventional financial wisdom, subscribe and ring that bell. And here's what I want you to do. Comment balance if you're done choosing between living now and living later. Let us build a community of people who understand that life is happening right now, not just in retirement. Remember, the best retirement plan is a life well lived along the way. Thanks for watching. Now go live your life.